Now is the time of battle. Now is the time when we answer the call of the crown.
Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another video update. This time it's all about the Call of the Crown 2. This is a painting competition that started in 2020 thanks to Jesse Callahan in New Zealand, and we sort of got that off the ground and it was very successful. And then we took a break after that, after a 12-month long slog of people painting all their armies, which you would have seen in one of the videos that I posted up a couple of years ago, or a year ago now. So we had a bit of a big break, and then GJ Herdian from Wargames Orchard and a good friend of the Crown of Command community decided to start up again. So this time it's a little bit sort of set out a little bit differently. You can start challenges from as small as 1,000 points, which is what I'm doing here with my pledge. And you can go as big as I think as big as you want. It doesn't really matter, but I think it goes for about 10 months. And in that time, the challenge is that you've got to paint what you pledge, basically. So I think we're already over the 60 entry mark now, maybe up to 70 by the time we start. So that's an enormous amount of people participating. I was actually wondering today whether it's like a Guinness Book of Records kind of title contending, something that we should notify them about. I don't know, that it sounds quite strange, but yeah, why not? I think we've for a painting challenge, I don't know any other challenge that has so many. Maybe the Old World Army Challenge had quite a lot of people participating, with nothing like to that scale. So it's really encouraging to see that people want to paint their miniatures and get them on the table. That's what it's all about. And having participated in a few challenges now, I'm really, really happy to do these, because it really motivates me every month to get stuff done. So let's go through what I've pledged. Now I pledged actually 2 lots. One's an Empire Army at 2,151 points, which I hope I have a photo I can flash up on the screen that you can see. But I had to pillage a lot of the bases from that to put this together, as these are the miniatures that will eventually be used in the scenarios, the 2 scenarios that I put in the community sort of update, kind of a preview of things that I really want to get done. And one of those is Red Axe Pass from the 4th edition High Elf book, involving the goblins and the High Elves. And the other one is the Battle for Eastgate, which is in the Dwarf 4th edition book, where the dwarves are pitted against Skarsnik and his Night Goblin and Orc retinue of guys. And it's like a big kind of a very big scenario involving, you can have up to about 6 people, so playing various generals. And yeah, those 2 campaigns I've sort of dreamed about playing, never have done it before. I've watched guys at the Oldhammer Bring Out Your Lead event doing it. Dave Gilson's run a couple of events of those, and he did one with Battle of Eastgate. Looks amazing to play. So I really want to get those done. So in order to do that, I need to get these miniatures painted. And then I'm just missing 20 of the goblins, but the Night Goblin archers, and I'm missing some of the actual other metal goblins, but I'm going to just substitute those with Nettis and Clubbers, and I might have to change the list slightly to accommodate some goblin spearmen or something to make up the other 20 archers. I just do not have it in me to paint another 20 monopose goblin archers. I'll never need 60. I think 40 is quite enough. So, and they say that too in the designer notes, you can sort of tweak your lists to complement your collection, which I think is a good idea. But I know it's nice to play it historically like they did in the books. Whether they actually played it or not, I have no idea. So maybe it was a combination of several people's collections all massed together, and they played it in the studio or at their homes or something on the weekends to play test the scenario with Nigel Stillman and Rick Priestley and co. Who knows? But my strategy is initially to paint all the goblins. So they've got 15 goblin spearmen here, and I've got 10 Night Goblin here, and I've got 6 archers, and I've got archers, and I've got a war boss on a giant spider. So there'll be the first, hopefully in the first month, I can crack through all those. Clem from the Discord kindly sent me some shields to fit on those guys there, which is fantastic. Thanks, mate. And that'll complete that lot. So I'll be really super happy about that if I get that finished. In the second month, I hope to do the, these are 12 High Elf Spearmen. And once I've done that, that means the High Elves are finished for Red Axe Pass. It also means that the Goblins for Red Axe Pass is finished as well. And the Goblins for the Battle of Eastgate are finished. So a big win there. Then in the following month, I think month 3, we'll do some dwarves. Now I've got 6 Thunderers and 6 Crossbowmen, so maybe I might do the 6 and 6 for 1 month. The next month do the Clansmen. Now this Clansman's like my jewel amongst all my collection, because it's all the Marauder dwarves from Ali Morrison, and there's like a classic sleeping dwarf here from the 5th edition Drong set that I used to have, but sadly I don't know where they've gone now. I must have sold them or something many years ago, so I'm really happy to get that. I think Jeff from New Zealand got me that one, so thanks, mate. And I've basically had to trade and buy and do all sorts of things over a number of years to collect enough to make a unit of 20, so I'm really happy about that. I did find some shields, some metal shields, I think some historical ones and some ones from Warmonger Miniatures, and I'm going to use for those. So it'll be a super heavy unit with all those metal shields on them. And then finally, and then that, when I've done all the dwarves, that means the Eastgate stuff is done, which would be great. And just only the orcs, the orc archers, I've got, or Arab boys used to say, I've got 15 of those. Once they are done, the painting of the miniatures is complete. It's just the terrain, it's just that big, the actual Eastgate wall and the towers and that kind of thing, which I have Mighty Fortress thanks to Dan Buurman here. And I've got some foam, and I'm going to put it all together and just make it, get it my board and just check everything fits okay and all that kind of stuff. So I've got at least a 4-foot wide bit of terrain piece, maybe in 2 pieces or something, like 2 or 3 pieces I can stick together. It's only going to be for that scenario, but it'll be a nice piece to put on the edge of tables and that kind of thing in future games, or to even use in a siege. So yeah, but there you go, guys, that's my pledge. And after that, once I finished it, if I finish early, then I'll go straight into the Empire Army and start doing that, because I'm really excited about that as well. So hopefully you enjoy our monthly updates on these, and we look forward to seeing what Paul can do with his Bretonnian army, as it's a new army for him. So until then, okay, we'll see you with an update. Thanks, guys.
Alright, so here I am again with my Call of the Crown Bretonnian painting challenge entry. I've got my Bretonnians all assembled, working on getting the sand on them, and then I'll prime them today. I don't know if 3 units of 15 bowmen are, with commander, really the right way to go, but that's what I ended up with, just because I had the starter set and an extra bowman box. I still have 4 bowmen left over. So if I want to eventually maybe do, is it Bertrand is the name of the Robin Hood type guy, I think. But in the end, I've also got quite a few points in characters here. Alright, I'm gonna have Lowen Leoncoeur on his hippogriff. Funny thing is, I painted Lowen Leoncoeur as maybe my first ever commission for a friend. But I painted the horse part to have the tiger stripes. So, unfortunately, I painted a Grippahiff. Something I may never live down. And my friend paid me in change. That was fun to sort through. But we were all pain in the ass kids back in the day, so. Then I got my Fey Enchantress. Unfortunately, she only got half a unicorn. So I've got to use my backup unicorn that's in my Wood Elves. It's already painted, but not to a high standard, so I might repaint it or at least doll it up. 2 small Knights of the Realm. Again, my Knight units outnumbering my Bowman units is a little sad, perhaps. We got some. I don't know, this region is a sparse on knights, and we have to rely on the peasants to do the heavy lifting. But that's basically it. I've got a lot of work to do. But it's basically 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. So I got 7 months plus if I mulligan, although it's more likely I think that I finish before the 8 months is over, just because of the way that I paint. Definitely doing the blue and off-white or blue and cream white kind of colors for the one Bowman unit. The other Bowman, I'm not sure. I wasn't super keen on the other Bowman that I saw. I do like this black and yellow that they use on the Men-at-Arms, but I do think I want to keep that for a Men-at-Arms unit. I think after I do that one unit of Bowman, I will paint a Knight unit and then choose one of the Knight colors that I really like and go from there. Like this green would be really cool for the Bowman, but I also might want to save green Bowman for Bertrand's. I like this. That red is a little bleh. I might do that illustration. I do like using illustration colors and converting models to look like illustrations. That red and white gives me too much of an empire, but we'll see. I'll make a decision soon. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Voiceover by Owen Staten. You can find me on the Time Between Times podcast or Spectre of the Sea. If you want to contact me, owenstaten@aol.com. Diolch yn fawr.